What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? This is Chris, and of course, this is my channel, Barn11970. Thank you, as always, for checking out this video. Just a quick little video to try and help people on their path to learning things in a better way. I've had several people, especially on my Barn11970 Facebook page, ask me questions like, what kind of things should I share or post in order to help people? And I find the majority of people, and I did this myself, and it took me over 3 years to understand this, so sometimes you have to have a learning lesson in life to kind of get where you are if you're paying attention. This is what I tell people, because unfortunately, when we care, sometimes we don't really pay attention to what we're doing or saying or showing, and we just think, well, if our intentions are good enough, something positive will come out. That is not always necessarily the case. And unfortunately, there are people out there who have been experienced in how to control people for long periods of time, and they take advantage of our kindness, sometimes our naivety, or just misinformation. And there's a thing called drowning in good intention. And they use this against us. So this is what the advice I want to give people, and I've learned this myself. If, especially on your Facebook page or your Twitter page or even your YouTube channel, if you are constantly watching or sharing what I like to call fear porn, things that make you depressed, angry, sad, things of that nature, the lower vibrations, like I said, I've had to learn this myself. What ultimately happens is the average person, if they get mad at it, or they don't understand it and it's painful to watch, or cruel, or sad, depressing, they won't watch it, they won't pay attention. So no matter how much we try and ram it down their throat, people don't respond positive to negative. So my recommendation, now of course you don't have to follow this, you don't even have to listen to this, I'm just giving my opinion. Whether it resonates with you, that is all up to you, because you control your life. You do whatever you want, including not doing anything. But this is why my channel has changed in a different direction too, because I've finally comprehended all of this. Is you want to send more positive, more higher vibration, more things that make people happy. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to sit there and say, oh, here's a cat dancing around, that's what you want to see. You could still bring people awareness to situations that could be a concern, but you don't have to make it scary. In other words, like, for example, if you're driving down the road and you see a warning sign that says, bridge out, that's telling you about danger, but not doing it in a scary or lower vibrational way. In other words, the sign doesn't say, bridge out, you better stop now, otherwise you're going to crash and die, and your family's going to burn up, and no one's ever going to find you, and if you're lucky, you won't drown or be eaten by the sharks at the bottom of the mountain. That's fear porn. And that's why even when I talked about those kind of negative things, I didn't do it in a way where I said, oh, this is going to cause World War III, or this is going to have some alien attack come and murder everybody. No. You have to understand, well, you don't have to. If you choose to want to help people, we have to realize that the people in the know, the ones that are really in control, know how to use our emotions. And that's why they let all of this, what I like to call fear porn, out there. Because they know the average person who's drowning in good intention will show these things thinking, oh, this will help. When all it does is it frightens people. It keeps them in a lower vibration. It doesn't inspire them. It doesn't give them positive reaction. So if you choose to watch the Alex Joneses in the world, all the other people that talk about, you're going to burn in hell, or an asteroid's going to come destroy the planet, or this, that, and the other thing. Now, that doesn't mean these things are not possible. But like I've said in other videos, if you no longer go to that lower vibration, it doesn't stop what's happening, but it could stop you from being affected by it. I mean, you can even think about, a tragic situation like in World War II when we dropped nuclear bombs on cities. There were survivors. There are always survivors. I mean, look at throughout our history. all the things, whether they are make-believe or actual real events, the world has survived. So there could be tragic events where there are people that come out unscathed. Now, that doesn't guarantee anything, but what I'm saying is you want to make sure, if you are trying to help people, and again, I've had to experience this myself, the negativity, as much as you think, oh, well, if I show them all this bad stuff that's going on and make them think, oh, if they don't react, you might die, or you might start World War III, or, you know, they're going to come take you away to a FEMA camp or something, you think, oh, well, they're going to appreciate that. We have to think in a different way. We have to raise our energy. That's what enlightenment is all about. It's becoming lighter. It's becoming higher vibrations. It's becoming positive energy. It's not being suppressed. It's not being heavy and weighted down and angry and bitter. And it all boils down to choice. And that's why, you know, like I said, when I talk about all the trolls and haters and stuff like that, it used to affect me all the time. Now, I mean, it doesn't stop them. As you can see on my videos, I still get thumbs down. I can't control what other people decide, what level they want to keep their life in. That's, you know, magnetics. They don't get what they give, but it no longer affects me anymore. So I can talk about it like I'm talking about, oh, I saw a friend of mine eating a bagel yesterday. It's just mentioning it. You never be afraid to talk about stuff, but we all have to learn to talk about it in a more positive way. So even like a video like this is not telling people, oh, if you don't do it, you know, you're wrong or you're bad or, you know, you're going to cause people to die. No, it's saying, here's a different perspective. This may not be the way you thought. If it resonates with you, then you'll know where to go from there. You'll follow your path. Or you could say, this is total horse manure. I don't agree with it one bit. No one can tell me what to do. I'm going to do whatever I want. And that's also a choice. So the more and more people understand that everything in life is about a choice, either you choose to do something or you don't choose to do something, you control the future. You control your destiny. But always concentrate on the fact that whatever you're doing, it's now. You can't change the future because the future never comes. Because even if 10 seconds from now, in the future, once 10 seconds come by, it's now in the present. So you can't always worry about what's happening in the future. And that's what they want us to do. They either want us to remember all the past or focus on the future instead of realizing that right at this moment, I can do something. Because as soon as this word is spoken, it's already in the past. There's no way to change it. And I can't control what I think I might say, but as I'm saying it, that's the present. It's the only thing you could focus on or should focus on. So if you keep watching negativity and scary things that make you either depressed or angry or give up hope, well, that means you're watching a TV channel where you absolutely hate what you're watching and you're doing nothing but complaining about it. And that's why things like protests and riots and all these things, they don't work. You know, even when I was talking about things like Ferguson, I'm trying to tell people there's a different way. You have to walk away. Because as cruel as these evil people are, the game is being played on two sets of this chessboard. And if you take your pieces off the chessboard, well, then they can't play. So if everybody's complaining about how bad these cops are and how they're abusing the people, well, if the people walk away, there's no people to abuse. We keep falling into their traps. We keep keeping ourselves in that lower vibration. And if we watch constant fear porn on YouTube or on the news or on your Facebook or Twitter page, wherever, and you're sending out all these horrible images, unfortunately, we're helping them to keep us grounded. Sometimes we need to just be aware of this. So hopefully this helps. You know, I'm trying my best to do that because I care about people. I care about more than myself. And I want people to experience what I have grown to learn. I haven't read this in any book. I haven't had somebody teach me at this point. All the things I've been talking about, especially recently, are things that I just gathered inside me. So that means if I can do it, anybody can do it. You have to look inside and you have to understand there are different levels of life. Well, you don't have to understand it. But if you don't, stay in your low vibration, stay angry, stay depressed, and wonder why nothing changes. Nothing changes because you've chosen to do nothing to change it. I hope you change that. So hopefully this is not too confusing. So please give it a thumbs up if you appreciate what I do. Sharing it really helps. Getting my channel out on your YouTube page, on your Facebook page or your Twitter accounts to promote my channel if you think it's worthy. I really appreciate that, because they try very hard to suppress this information because they want people controlled. So even the people that try and dislike me or hate me or want to whatever to me, they're not helping do any good. They're helping the evil people so they can get a little fiat. Not a good way to spend a life. Have a purpose. Do something good. All right, guys, and never forget, even when your intentions are good, you know, like they say, the path to hell is paved in good intention. Listen to that. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.